What's up, yo? This is episode 17 of Lazy and Kosi.
Glad you knew, because I was like, yep, don't know.
Yeah, I just had to upload 2 episodes. I was like 15, 16. So I was like, this has to be 17.
I didn't even know the 16 and 15 was up.
Well, by the time we're recording this, they're not up, but by the time this is released, they will be out. Because I have them scheduled. That's one thing I do like about YouTube. I think I said that already. Like, YouTube's got like a lot of annoying shit with it. But the fact, let me move this mic down a little bit. You're too short. I can't see you. But the fact that you can schedule uploads is pretty cool, because that means you can just upload something. Be like, yeah, I'll just release it like on the next Monday, and it'll just be there loaded in the chamber, ready to go. It's already in HD quality. They just release it.
Too bad we're not like super ahead of the game. But yeah, our whole year is done.
That'd be wild. We'd literally have to record like 52 episodes. Be like, okay, we gotta like switch shirts, like we gotta switch like 52 different shirts.
Nah, same shirt. We did it in a week. All those random conversations we be having on stream and in Discord, we just chop it up. Here y'all go.
And then we're just like this, like pretending to talk.
Just get Muppets in placement of us.
That'd be funny. I think that'd be a funny like April Fool's episode, just like Muppets versions of us.
I feel like my arms will hurt.
Why?
Because we do these for like an hour or so. So we had to be like holding up.
Oh, you said your arms? I thought you said your arms hurt right now. My bad.
Nah. I'm saying if we had Muppets of us and we did a full episode, I'm like, man. I had in church, when I went to church, I was on the puppet team, so I had to do that. But that was like 5 minutes, not a whole hour and a half. 2-hour session.
I would get in trouble if I was on the puppet team back when I used to go to church. I'd get in so much trouble. I'd be hitting the puppets, like hitting other people's heads and stuff.
He's such a hooligan.
Yep, such a busybody. Got these bumps. That's weird.
Busybody. That's a busybody.
Body yaddy 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 yaddy. People are like, this song's so annoying. I was like, yeah, but she fine though. So. No, Megan Thee Stallion. Like I've said it in actually the episode before this one. I said it. I think she's cool. I like her.
I have no opinions because I don't really consume any of her content. So
I listened to her debut album, Good News. I think that's supposed to be a debut album, and like I listened to like a decent amount of it. I was like, this is good. It's not like I'm like super blown away by it, but she's got, she can rap. She's a good rapper. I mean, she's from like Houston. I mean, like you can pick anybody out of the street out of Houston and they know how to rap. I mean, it's like it's a very rap heavy city. Like, the scene there is just ridiculous.
You digging in the trash.
Huh? Spit a quick 16. It's not like fucking UGK. Like, what? But
in my cup.
Got that lean in my cup. I don't give a fuck. What? Ooh.
Kosi was right.
Well, shit, we were supposed to do a convention up in Houston. I remember. I think you said that might have been one of the ones I was gonna drive to. I was like, please don't make me go to that convention in Houston. I don't have anything against the city. I think Houston's a great city. It's just that it's so big and the traffic is so bad. I did not want to do that. I was gonna have like so much anxiety.
He lied. He hates y'all.
Nah, I love Houston. I've been to Houston like 3 or 4 times.
What show? I don't remember the name of the show. Common Palooza? I think it was Common Palooza.
Yeah, I think that was it. I think we would have made good money over there.
No shows.
Yeah.
Or your movement makes me believe that you have to pee.
No. I'm just.
He's jonesing over here.
Yeah. Come on, man. Y'all got them comic book shows over there.
As per usual, we ain't got much of nothing. So,
Yeah.
We got tangents, and some more tangents.
Yeah, it might be like a little thing popping up. Probably get like 20 people at the most over there, which is good, Stay inside when you need to. so we can all go and enjoy, conventions and like going out. People who like to go to Coachella. I would love to go back and see another, live show of a music artist I like.
Coachella.
Yeah, I'm not. I mean, I wouldn't do it personally. I wouldn't go to Coachella in general, only if I was like somebody who was paid to be there. Like if I was like a music artist, but as a goer, I wouldn't go to Coachella. I don't know. I just seeing it, I'll just be like, I don't like the vibe.
You provide me with the tickets.
Oh, that's different. That's different. If somebody provides me, if somebody says, "Hey, I got tickets to Coachella, you want to go with me?" Yeah, because I'm not paying for it. But I'm just saying I wouldn't pay to go to Coachella.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I would prefer you pay for the travel too. If you at least be like, hey, I got you tickets to get in, I'm like, all right, I'll figure out me traveling there and hotel and shit.
I think getting there wouldn't be that hard because it's in California, so it's like I was gonna say a round trip flight shouldn't be no more than like 300 at the most.
You just gotta buy it before Coachella.
Yeah, that's true. You had to probably buy it like 3 or 4 days before Coachella, and it'll probably still be pretty expensive because it's 3 or 4 days before Coachella.
I probably as soon as they, hopefully, the airlines wouldn't know, but as soon as they release the dates, well, all right, cool. Let me go ahead and buy my tickets.
I know a guy that knows a guy that can tell you when Coachella's happening, so you can buy your tickets.
Because if the airlines catch wind of Coachella's happening, I feel like
Oh yeah, they probably spike up the prices. Definitely, 100%.
they probably a computer automatic algorithm in their computer automatically be like, go ahead and bump it up.
They got them. They got those bots that buy like the PS5s, but it's for like tickets. It says "fuck y'all feelings," and it's like digital. Like how the dude was like "fuck y'all feelings." Digital was like 800, and like the guy had like physical PS5 like 1200.
Mm-mm.
Well, there was a tweet like that, but except switch that with like round one way 600 round trip round trip like 1600 or something. That dude got robbed, by the way. I remember telling you that.
I did hear about. Yeah, I think you did tell me. I think you were the one to tell me about it.
Yeah, the guy who was like the whole "fuck your feelings" thing, and like somebody, I don't know how they did it. I guess he just somebody who's good at doxing people. He just found his address, and then somebody was like, "Oh, word, he don't live too far from me. Watch this." And then the dude just deactivated his account because he got robbed out of all his PS5s.
I wonder if he's gonna scalp anymore after that.
I heard oh, probably he's probably just gonna be much smarter about it instead of trying to flex on people. Apparently the Best Buy is doing a deal with Miles Morales. So
The Miles Morales game.
yeah, they're doing the Miles Morales bundle.
I saw a notification today that they had some. I was like, I don't need one, so therefore I'm not about to sit here and go through the whole.
Oh, did you finally get your physical?
Yeah, I bang out the physical. I need to trade in. Not trade in.
Don't trade.
Return.
Don't return it. Sell it.
The broken one.
Oh, I keep on forgetting. Yeah, you said that one. That there's something wrong with that one.
Yeah, it's artifacting.
Yeah, because I was gonna say if it wasn't doing that, because I'd be like straight up, just resell it. Just resell it for like $100 or $200 more than what you bought it for, and then like because $100 more, I feel like that's in that price range where people are like, okay, he owns it, and he's just trying to get his money back plus some, and people wouldn't go too crazy over that.
I mean, I didn't know that I could do digital gift cards.
Oh, really?
So the website cannot do digital. Well, not the website. There's a certain. I guess eventually Square is gonna make it where what you can actually buy gift cards off of the website. But as of right now, I can send a link to people to buy gift cards for the store on my store.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's convenient.
So.
Gotta make sure. Okay, that's your bag. I thought I was kicking your feet.
So I think instead of going through the whole hassle of what we were gonna do with the Xboxes and stuff, most likely we're just gonna be like, all right, you can buy these off the website, and it comes with like a $200 Lazy Nerds gift card. So it's like, yeah, it's more, but also if you're buying PlayStation and Xbox, you probably would like the stuff we have. So
Yeah,
you're still getting the value out of it. Now, if you don't use that gift card, it's kind of on you.
yeah. Because I mean, at the end of the day, that's like store credit. You know, it
Yeah.
doesn't hurt you if you give it out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like that. That's smart. That's smart.
That's most likely what we're gonna do.
Okay. So Cyberpunk going half off. I was talking to you about it before we started the podcast. It's just it wasn't surprising that it was going half off. It just surprised me how fast it went half off because it released in December. It's January and it's already half off, and we both know why. Like you said, it sold enough. They know they fucked up with it, and then they're just giving it to people half off for people who are interested in it, but they knew that they weren't gonna spend $60 on it because of the bad press it got.
Yeah. Only issue I have about it going off is just the fact that I have to check this out. The dude from Frosty Foster just messaged me. Well, not messaged me personally, but
But yeah, he's saying like
in
a group
that,
mess.
yeah.
Oh, he must be doing something for the because he's doing Frosty Frostings online. Actually, I
have to
think
check that out later.
yeah, I was gonna say I think it might be going on right now.
It's not February. Isn't Frosty in February?
No, we went in January, didn't we?
No, I think.
Oh, we went like early. No, because like I just got a thing like yesterday about like a year ago how we were at Frosty Frostings. Like I don't know, I just go to places, I just make money.
And that was a year ago, and usually I would be on top of it, but I have not been looking in the benches at all. So usually I would have the schedule already, be like, all right, we're going here, 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 here. Next month we're going here, 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 and I don't have that.
I think if you're still trying to like pull off like some type of convention right now, you're gonna be on a lot of people's like no list. So it's just like just take the year. Sadly, it might be two now. Just take the 2 years off and then just recoup because having bad press, having press like that is like it's just way better just take the 2 years off and just not make the money because
We wouldn't even know if we would make money going because I still have conventions that have not given money back from
2020.
yeah.
Wow.
So it's like I'm not even looking into doing cons just for the fact that I don't want to put my money out there.
And then it might end up being canceled.
And then they're like, oh well, we can't afford to give it to you back because it would destroy our convention and blah blah blah. So we're gonna try to do the online thing, and I'll wait.
Yeah, 100%. I understand that. Um, I had like something in my head and then just like
Yeah, we were talking about Cyberpunk, but
my cyber stung.
I don't feel a certain type of way. Oh, I feel a little certain type of way because Lisa Baku bought me a copy of
Yeah, I was gonna
the
say
stream.
our good friend Thief.
Yeah, so I'm like, man, we waited a little bit longer. He could have spent less money.
He said that too. He was like when I showed that half off thing, he was like, man, what the fuck? I was like, I mean, I bought Doom Eternal like day one, and then like, but it Doom Eternal came out with like I think like February and March. Yeah, it was like right when COVID started, so that was like the perfect time for that thing to come out. So it came out like in the first 3 months, at least the first 3 months, and like around the end of the month, like it was selling for like $30, and like I was like, I'm not really mad about that because that game sold so well that it made sense like months later to like do that, and like I enjoyed it. I thought it was worth $60 personally. It's like probably my favorite first person shooter of all time. So
If I had spent my money on it, I wouldn't have cared either. I only care because Steve spent his money on it.
yeah. Yeah. I'm the type of person too. I want people wasting money if they're gonna spend stuff on me.
Yeah, it's like I already get uncomfortable with people giving me things in the first place. So for somebody to give me something, and then find out they could have spent less money, I'm like, ah. And I mean, I guess it's still on both of us because we could have returned our copies, but we never did. So
I still have Cyberpunk on my brother still has Cyberpunk on his PS4.
I didn't know one of your brothers had got it.
Yeah, it's through GameFly, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was funny because like as soon as he said like, oh, it's being taken off the PlayStation Store,
Mm.
it was like Cyberpunk is on its way, and Crystal was like, he was like, what?
Has he tried it?
He's tried it. He said it was definitely glitchy. Said it's been a little bad, but he was like, for the most part, he was like, it's okay. It's an okay game. Like it's not as interactive as it claimed it was gonna be,
Mm.
which I think a lot of companies need to stop over promising. Like I understand you have to sell your game, but really you gotta stop over promising. And I would say the company that's really bad at doing that is Ubisoft. Cause seeing like this stuff like at E3 and then playing the finished product is like it looks nothing like it. Watch
Watch
Dogs,
Dogs 1.
yeah, Watch Dogs when they first showed that like that shit looked ridiculous, and then it came out and then people, but yeah, people were like, no, when it came out finally. But then Watch Dogs 2, like I said, I didn't play the first Watch Dogs, but when I was watching people play it, it didn't look very impressive. But when I played Watch Dogs 2, I actually enjoyed it. It was probably one of my favorite sandbox games of last generation.
Have you heard any like info on Legion? How is that being received?
What the hell is Legion? Oh, Watch Dogs Legion. I was like, Legion.
Well,
That shit.
answers my question.
Yeah, I was gonna
right
say
there.
that might answer your question right there. I mean, I remember that game dropped, and then nobody talked about it. So it was probably just mediocre because they're probably once again so them trying to do too much and them promising too much. Because when I saw it, I was like, they're just making this like um, Tom Clancy The Division.
I know.
That's what it looked like. It looked like Tom Clancy's The Division,
Mm.
and I was like automatically not interested because I didn't think Tom Clancy's The Division looked that great.
The trailers did.
Well, yeah, of course the trailers did.
Trailers look great. Then I don't know. I never really got a chance to really give it a chance.
My brother played the hell out of I think both games, and like I was just watching it. I was like, I didn't see the appeal in it personally.
Yeah.
I was like, let me go back to Sekiro for the 50th time.
What was that? Legion was on sale during Black Friday and stuff, so it was after it just had came out. I was like, damn, it's on sale already. I'm like,
You might as well cop it. I mean, if you're interested in it, it's already dropped in price for Black Friday. It doesn't hurt to buy it. Try it out.
I'm, I don't know. I got burnt on one, and then you told me two was great.
I definitely enjoyed too.
I'm like, I wonder if this is a series worth dipping back into.
Like I said, I haven't heard people really talk about. No, I'm just looking into space.
No, because I'm wondering if I had that Watch Dogs Watch Dogs statue over in that corner.
I know you got the box in here, don't you?
Yeah, it's over there.
Yeah, it's somewhere over there.
That was back in my buy collectibles phase. I used to buy collector's editions of various games, and I bought Watch Dogs collectors. I'm like, man, and this game is poo. Which I don't really know, to be quite honest, if it really is poo. From my own personal experience, I played enough of the game to find out that you couldn't drive and shoot, and I was like, well, that killed it for me.
I remember you telling me that, and you said you never picked it up again.
I didn't. As soon as I was driving, I was getting shot at, and I couldn't shoot back, and I had a gun. I was like, nope, no, thank you. This is a step back. We've been busting at cats since Grand Theft Auto 3 from the car, and we're in a whole different new generation of consoles, and yet I cannot shoot.
Shit, 2 generations later to be exact.
Mm-hmm.
At the time.
Yeah, 2 generations of consoles, and you to be this game that's all about technology and hacking. You can't hack the damn car window and roll it down and shoot out that motherfucker.
I remember there was something funny that happened because somebody said they busted open a hood like on one of the cars and like there was no engine in it. And then somebody said if you look at the type of car, it's one of those cars with the engine's in the back. And like, it was Twitter, so the guy didn't want to accept that he was just wrong. So he went into a whole argument with people. It was funny as hell.
Like, oh, I didn't know that. That's all you had to say.
I'll be like, oh, okay, never mind. I'll just delete the tweet and be like, my bad. I was wrong.
I wouldn't even delete the tweet. I'd be like, I don't know cars. Sorry. Sorry, Twitter.
But
I was
yeah,
trying to be
nah,
funny and I failed.
Twitter folks are weird, man. Like they'll say like some really like dumb shit, and people are like, no, that's wrong, and like they will legit fight with people for hours over some like nothing, like literally
Nothing.
nothing. It's like, please get help.
Ain't nothing.
I have nothing, nothing.
Have you sat down and like listened? Like, I don't think I've ever seen a compilation, but I bet there's a compilation of people trying to sing Whitney Houston songs.
Oh yeah, actually, I want to watch that because Whitney Houston's like vocal range was so ridiculous that there's not a lot of people that can do it. I'm pretty sure it's probably like somewhere in the thousands that of people who can do it in this like what we like 5-6 billion people in the world. So it's like out of them, there's probably like only like a couple like thousand, maybe like tens of thousands who could probably like sing like her.
Yeah, every blue moon, YouTube will bless me with somebody
Trying this
trying
thing.
to sing Whitney Houston song, and there was this little girl that was trying to do it. She was trying to hit that high note, and she kept getting mad. She would scream and just start over.
There's that dude from Mega 64, Rocco Bodie. He does like joke versions of that, where he'd be like pretending to like rap something, like he'll fuck up, you like fuck, he's like in this desk.
Speaking of this, I bought some stuff off of Amazon. That's why I have a new phone case.
Ooh, let's see this. What's going on, guys? This is Lazy Nerds, and we're gonna check out the new phone case.
Not that luxurious, but I like it. It has a magnet right here, so I bought the little thing you put in the car vent.
Oh yeah, that's cool. It's cool. It's
So
cool.
I can stick there and I don't have to, you know how you usually do it, put it in between the dash, not the dash.
Yeah, I have
steering
one of
wheel.
those. Oh no, okay, you talking about the way you do it?
Yeah, the way I usually do it, I just put it in between the steering wheel. I
Yeah,
don't do that anymore.
yeah. When I first saw him do that, I was like, I was like in the back car. I was in the back seat because I think I was just hanging out with you guys. This is like when I first like started like legit working for you. So I was like, I have nothing to do. Let me just go hang with them and bother them while they go do stuff. So I was just in the back seat and I was just watching them do that. I was like, why does that fit so perfectly with that wheel?
Only with the phone case.
Yeah, okay.
Without the phone case, it does not fit.
Yeah, because I tried doing that. I was like, oh.
One day I was like, man, we're traveling. I need my GPS. I was like,
Fuck it.
oh, that fits.
What?
And ever since then, that's what we've been doing.
So a new desk for what? Computer, or just like a brand new desk just to have here in the store? Just you said you ordered a desk.
No,
from Amazon.
I ordered this.
Oh,
I was saying I need to go on Amazon and order a shock mount.
Oh, gotcha. Because I was like, what are you talking about? I thought you were talking about a desk at first. I was like, what?
No, I was like, oh yeah, I ordered stuff. Last time I ordered stuff because I had a credit. I told myself numerous times, like, get a shock mount. And then we was talking about the other guy fucking up on raps on purpose. I was like, oh yeah, I was supposed to order a shock. So, shock mount.
He's doing this, and while he does this, I'm gonna give you a brand deal. This video is sponsored by Raycon headphones. Nah, I'm joking.
I wish we could reach out to them. I wish
Raycon. Yeah.
Well, yeah, of course Raycon, but for even somebody for a shock mount, like, yo, we need a shock mount.
Hey, any tech companies? If you guys got any like social media people that are watching this, all two of you, please, please come and give us some stuff so we can review it.
Somebody had reached out to me, but then it was the same way that Kiki was reviewing stuff too, and their account got banned. So they told me to stop. Be careful with it. I'm like, I don't need my PayPal shut down.
Yeah, no, you don't.
Now Square you get your money through PayPal from Square. So I'm like, yeah,
It's just all. It's just all. It's all one big loop now.
like, nope, I can't have my PayPal getting shut down. Before I'd be like, oh, whatever, I just make another PayPal or something.
Oh no! Yeah, you definitely. Man, I get spam emails and it's like, oh, your account's been suspended. I'm like, yeah, okay, bro. Like, I'm not a fucking idiot. Like, don't do that.
It's a fine one because it's like the first one is Amazon choice.
Hmm. I think that's most of the ones I see people use, like when they have this type of mic.
Yeah, because I typed in Blue Yeti. System for Blue Yeti Original, Snowball, and Pro. What's that?
That's a Yeti, just like a regular old Yeti. A Yeti Pro is like built the same way. I think there's just like some slight differences to it.
Okay, so this one should fit.
Yeah.
$29.
God damn.
That's a lot of money.
We got microphone pants yet? Wait. You'd be like, wait, I don't think that makes any sense. I apologize. And he just hits you with the bet. I'm embarrassed now and I'm angry. Ugh.
I rated somebody that was playing Tekken the other day after today Thursday.
Yes, today's Thursday.
Yeah, I had to skip these streams today, see if I can hold my own. He's a Jack 7 player.
Ooh, man, Jack 7, like the first season and like before the game came out, Jack 7 was like wild, like overpowered. Because I was watching Saint's the guy who plays Jack, and like he was just like tearing people up with Jack, and like I think like when season 2 came out, like Jack was just it's just like he like simply just faded away. Like I never see a Jack play yet, like ever. Like there's still a couple good ones. Like I think Fergus might play him. He's like a European player. With a name like Fergus, he's gotta be European. he's gotta be from across the pond.
Fergie.
Fergalicious definitions.
His name was Halo something.
I'll check him out. I'm about to say I'd love to play against a Jack player.
I was like, because it was already like 1:30 in the morning. I was like, I would opt in to play some rounds, but I'm like, it's late.
Shit, I was gonna say
I'll take my L another day.
Shit, I was gonna say I forget that you don't have the PS4 up in here anymore. So
I almost broke it down, but I was like, I had to break all this down.
Yeah. Because I was gonna say we could go play. I mean, if you want to do like a quick like stream, we could play in person.
Yeah, I was like, I don't even know if he wants to play, so it'd be just my luck. I break this down. He'd be like, nah.
Nah, I'm good. Be like,
God
damn it!
Costa goes in waves of wanting to play Tekken and not.
Yeah, it's just I like to get my fix and not play it for like a couple months or like not even months, like weeks, and then I'll go back and be like, yeah, I mean, because I still enjoy playing the game, but it was just like at a time that was like the only thing I was playing, and like when it's like when you play something for so long, you get kind of like sick of it, so you know, I gotta take breaks.
Yeah, I mostly understand. I didn't get sick of Mortal Kombat because of Mortal Kombat though. I got sick of Mortal Kombat because of people that played Mortal Kombat.
Well, that's NRS fans for you. No offense to any NRS players
No,
or fans.
Offense to you.
I was trying to be nice, but
fix yourselves. You guys are terrible.
I hate you. Eat your own damn milk.
I enjoyed the game, but it's you guys. And if you're not being offended by this, then I'm not talking to you. But if you are offended, then I'm talking to your ass.
Well, you say a hit dog hollers, so that's a term, not a term. That's a saying I like to use a lot. If you talking and somebody yells at you, you talking about them.
Yeah. So if you feel offended by us saying that, we're talking. To, I'm personally talking to you because Kosi doesn't play much NRS games, but I do. I play Injustice, and also Mortal Kombat. Is the teabagging and the nonsense that y'all do? It drives people away from the damn game.
Yeah, straight up knuckleheads, right? It's like stop being knuckleheads.
Other than that, I want to go back to the game too, but I'm like, well, they made it pretty much open season for you to make your loadouts. I'm gonna go ahead and just call it fucking loadout. even though we're not talking about Call of Duty. But you can customize your character the way you want to, but yet there's still
I've heard about that. Yeah.
yeah, there's moves that are illegal that shouldn't be illegal, and then there's moves. I guess one of the moves that Frost has that I was waiting to use is illegal and it should be, but I'm like, I don't know. We got some people over here with some super overpowered moves that's still legal. I can't play with the character the way I was looking forward to playing with the character, so therefore it's nothing new and fresh for me. I'm like,
I know. Yeah, I know how that feels. Because when King got that drop kick move this season, I see, I want to use it, but like it's a just frame move, and like I don't get that. I don't get like that kick that he does all the time. So like when I get it, I'm like surprised that I don't have enough time to. I'm like, oh shit, it hit.
what is a just frame move?
So a just frame move is a move that you have to do within a certain amount of time for an attack. I think just frame moves in like Tekken 7, or at least like 1 to 5 frames of animation.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, it's like as soon as you attack somebody, you have to hit a button at a certain time, and the character does that animation. So King has a couple of just frame moves. I just don't use them often. But yeah, King's got a couple, and like there's some other characters that have them. But yeah, that's basically what a just frame move is.
I don't know if my character has it. So.
I wouldn't. I don't even pick up Negan. I just had Negan just because I think I got like all the DLC from his the season he was announced in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The only other person we know that picked up Negan was Leon. He tried picking him up. That's when he picked up all our characters. He's like, yeah, he's super easy to use, but I guess not easy enough because he dropped them.
He's like I am. Like people can be easy to use, but that still doesn't mean that you're good with that character. Like yeah. I think King's easy to use because his combos. I think his combos for the most part are like pretty simple. Mm-hmm. It's like when you're trying to do like advanced stuff, like his forward 1 stuff, like or like trying to do instant shining wizard or like crouch dash like crazy. I ain't doing all that shit, bro.
My fingers don't work like this.
My fingers look like SpongeBob, like when he has hands up and his fingers are all broken.
Man, when he brought it up and was like, yeah, Negan's super easy to use. I'm like, I never said he was complex at all. I'm like, this is pretty much the reason why I'm playing with him. Because
yeah, he's a good pick up and play character.
I was like one day I was like, oh, I understand what's going on here.
Yeah, it's like, why would they make the guest character from a popular Western show hard to play with? Because they're obviously gonna make the guest characters from like popular like franchises. They're gonna make them pick up and play characters, so it entices people from that fan base to go play them.
Yeah, which we all was like, why did y'all put him in the game?
Yeah, no, Negan being in Tekken was weird as hell. When I first saw him, I was like, Negan? Okay.
Yeah, same. I don't think I even was playing Tekken at the time. I was like, I don't have the DLC now, and I definitely don't see me buying the DLC now either.
And you bought it like, oh.
I bought it, and then I was like, I don't know what we were doing. I think we were picking random characters. I was like, I'm gonna pick Negan.
And then he was like,
it was like, oh, okay.
Like, you were like, what?
Like, this is pretty easy to do. And then, like, my big thing why I don't pick different characters, I'm like, well, I don't want to be average at 8 characters.
Yeah, you want to be great at one character.
I don't want to be great at one character. I would like to be great at multiples, but I'm not about to be hopping around the screen to be a basic bitch and everything. So I'm just gonna put all my brain energy into one, especially one that's so easy for me to play with that I don't have to be like worried about execution.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I know exactly what I want to do. All I have to, now I'm just playing mind games, which is way better to be playing mind games to get your opponent than over here trying to add mind games and also trying to execute a combo that you're not even sure if you can pull the shit off.
The Gerald Lee, I think is his name. It's the guy who runs Corey Gaming, that really good fighting game, like I guess video essay YouTube channel. He said there was like 3 types of players. Well, there's 3 like different things about players. There's the mental, then there's the physical, and then there's like the heart or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So like, you know, obviously the mental is people who you know do mind games on people. Physical are people who have like great like reaction time and like execution, and the heart of people, you know, kind of make like you know, they kind of just like go in and like they take chances. So like, you know, everybody has like a varying range of like all those. I would say me, I want to say I'm mental. I'm definitely not physical in terms because my reaction time sometimes is very bad.
Oh no, you blocking a lot of shit for me. That's why I have to go so deep in my mental with both of y'all. Like, all right, they know grab is coming. Let me just delay this grab a half of a second.
But I guess I don't know. I guess it'd be physical. I guess I'd put some heart in there too, because sometimes I'd be doing setups and like they work, and I go, oh wow, that worked. Like, hey, check that out. But once I learned how to use like button buffering a king, I was like, I just unlocked like a whole new level of skill, because now I can just like hold a button. Because sometimes when you see me whiff, I be whiffing on purpose. That's not by accident. I be whiffing a move on purpose, because I can just like tap it, just have it ready, and like whenever you run up to me, boom.
I don't want to put mental first for me, but I feel like
No, you're definitely you're a mind game player. You play mind games with people. You definitely do.
so probably mental first. What's the other two?
There's like mental, physical, and like heart. So I think that's the three things he was talking about in his video essay of like the three essentials of a fighting game player. And some people exceed at one, might lack in another, and you know they might be okay in another.
I guess I would say mental, heart, then physical for me.
Look like SpongeBob, just a little skinny. Like,
because I'll sit here and lose all day.
Yeah, he'll play with you for hours, guys, and he'd be like, "Okay, I gotta go." No, wait.
Like I should be the one getting tired. You want to beat my ass.
I'm gonna start getting like what's that Smash player, Kira Flex? The one that's like the tall like light skin dude with the glasses. He's always like.
I was actually playing Smash today on stream.
Oh, I bet that was fun.
Yeah, I hit up.
Damn, this is a vaccine from Johnson & Johnson now. Everybody trying to get in there.
Vaccine?
Yeah, a new COVID vaccine from Johnson & Johnson.
I mean, I guess they be in the labs anyway for the lotion, so
yeah.
I guess that.
You just rub it on your skin.
I ain't doing it. No, thank you. But yeah, I was playing with Sunny Doom cosplays, boyfriend Vitamin D cosplay.
Okay.
First I was doing well,
and then
he switched. He started to slowly figure me out, so I had to start implementing. I'm like, oh, okay, I see what you're doing. Mind games. Then he went to Captain Falcon.
Was that it? Yeah. Well, Captain Falcon's such a weird character because like his tier, like I've noticed throughout like the games, because I like reading up stuff on Smash Brothers, because I just like reading up stuff on I'm not knowledgeable about, so I can like, you know, if somebody wants to have a conversation, you know, I can like, you know, have a little bit of knowledge of it. And like it looks like he like fluctuates like between like the mid tiers a lot, because he's never like super high tier. Like Captain Falcon's never gonna be super high tier, but like he's always like at least like B or like C range, which is cool because I play him. So
yeah, he switched over. I was like, oh, okay. He's like, I think I got a way to mitigate this problem. I'm like, okay. He switched to Captain Falcon. I'm like, oh, yeah.
He started getting you with
downloaded right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say he started getting you with the knee. Like when you jump up in the air, he hit you with that.
He didn't get me with that as much. It's just the fact that his that like side kick he has.
Oh, the one where he charges up and like he kicks like that, or like Falcon kick where he just like
it's Falcon kick where he goes like half the fucking.
Oh, that's Falcon kick. Yeah, that's his down. That's his down B.
Yeah, that move extends so far away. You know, I play with Inkling. I'm like, okay, I can't catch you. I can't wrap you up with it. It's like, how can I beat this? I think it took me about three games before I actually was able to beat him. I beat him like 2 or 3 times, and then it started going kind of back forward.
Cool.
I'm scared because I could tell he was like, okay, I'm getting annoyed that I'm losing. And he was like, I'll catch you when because he had to go do something. He's like, "I'll catch you later. We can play some more."
You're
Like,
like, no, no, thank you.
I was like, "Okay." I'm like, I warrant, I welcome the challenge, but I know it's gonna be difficult because Smash Brothers is one of those games like it's simple. I understand how to play with Inkling and nobody else, just like I understand how to play with Negan and nobody else.
Yeah.
But the movement in the game is so weird.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I never really got into it. I don't like the movement of the
Mm-hmm.
game. Like people. I was gonna say our friend D is trying to teach us. I've had people at our local FGC, meetings try and teach me how to play the game. I was like, there's so much stuff to like learn and know. I was just like, I don't feel like doing it. It's just like straight up. Like I respect people who play the game. I think it's incredibly fun to watch people play Smash, but it's just I'm fine with not knowing what to do and just fucking around and maybe getting a win. I I love playing Snake because Snake is a setup character, so you just boop. No, bro. It's like I was like, "How you detonate the?" I really wish we recorded that if we were on stream when me, D, and you were playing.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "Oh, how do you detonate the bombs?" And he was like, "Oh yeah, it's blah blah blah." I'm like, "Oh cool." Nah, bro, knocked you two off the stage. That shit was so good. I used to hate playing with Snake because I was like, "Oh, he's too slow."
Mm-hmm.
And then like when I really like sat down and played him in Ultimate, I was like, "Oh, he's great. Like he's really good." I think he was high tier up in Brawl, if I remember.
Oh, cool. Like I was telling Vitamin D cosplay, I was like, "This is my first Smash." So he's like, "Really?" I'm like,
I think he was one of those people who's just naturally good at fighting games.
"Now, as a kid,
I,
as
yeah,
a
I was gonna say as a kid, I think we were all pretty bad at fighting games, except for like a select few, because there's probably
yeah,
like some that actually like just had natural like
yeah,
talent to be good at those
I
games.
consider WWE SmackDown vs. Raw fighting game. I was great at that game as a kid. But everything else, I probably was just good enough to beat my friends, which and they never.
Really played like that.
Yeah, no, none of my friends. Well, talking about frame data and all this other crap. Nobody knew the game that deep until like we all start crossing adulthood. Now, with the knowledge I have and understanding on spacing things and actual real fighting, I'm like, oh yeah, okay. Now I'm picking up games and I'm very tempted to put in Guilty Gear. Only because I've been getting so many Guilty Gear fucking videos popping up in my feed.
Trying to force you to. That was another game where I was just like, I didn't really like the mechanics of that game. And once again, it's a game I think it's fun to watch, but I think Arx's games in general, I can just not get into.
Yeah, even with the videos I watched, and it was like, why you should get in Guilty Gear? I was like, yeah, all that sounds good, and it looks like it's a actually really deep game.
But
That's
yeah,
the
like
reason I don't want to get
yeah,
into
like
it.
oh that looks fun. I ain't gonna play it, but it looks fun.
Like, man, that you're telling me, and yeah, I can tell how deep this is, and that's what's actually swaying me away from wanting to play this game. If I was 20, it'd be a different story. I'm 29.
I'm an old man now. I can't take that anymore.
Back when I was willing to
My
learn,
heart.
back when I was willing to learn multiple characters, and I didn't feel like it was a chore, I probably okay, yeah, I'll learn this game system
Yeah.
plus X, Y, and Z. But now it's like that's a lot.
It's like, God damn.
I was watching videos. They were just talking about all the different types of things you could do. I was like, that's a lot. That's a lot to digest. And I'm like, I'm just learning how to low parry.
In Tekken, bro, your low parries got much better. When I was seeing you, I was like, wait a minute, bro. Like that last set you were playing with Leon, where I was in the chat, I was like, man, it's like Aaron going off, bro. I was like, look at him, man. Like you looked really good.
Thank you. And he asked me that game too. He was like, "Have you Have you labbed?" I'm like, "There's no lab.
Nah, I think low parrying it just clicked with you now.
I It's just meditating, really. That's how I get better at game. I watch pros play, and then I just try to make sure I'm still staying thoughtful when we're playing against each other. Like, okay, I'm noticing. Usually, I'll block. Y'all would get blowing me up, and I was not blocking lows. I started blocking lows. I'm like, okay, well, if I can block lows, I can read them every once in a while. Maybe I can go ahead and just think about it, and then start low parrying instead of blocking. Sometimes it's getting me blowed up against other people, but hey. For me, I think it's the way I'm willing to lose and constantly go against rank match. I'm like, everybody else be like, oh, I'm gonna lose my rank. I'm like, I ain't getting no money out of this, so I'm gonna lose my rank just to get better.
Yeah, true. And I think that was my problem when I was playing rank. I was just like so worried that my rank, and it was like, who cares, bro? Oh, still speaking about video games, that thing I saw earlier, I wanted to say, Battlefield 6.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so the new Battlefield 6 is supposed to have 128 players on it, and it's supposed to take inspiration from Battlefield 3, which I think a lot of people consider 3 and 4 like the best in the series. Personally, I liked Battlefield 1. Personally, that's the one.
The latest one that came.
No, that's 5. 5 is the latest one. Battlefield 1 was like a World War 1. Like,
I think that's the latest one.
No, Battlefield 1 is not the latest one. It's Battlefield 5. Yeah.
I feel like I don't even remember 5. I definitely remember 4. I played the shit out of 4.
I think
hours in 4.
Yeah, I think a lot of people did. I was trash at 4. I was better at Battlefield 1. Battlefield 1, this is before I upgraded my PC. Like, it ran well on my PC, but I didn't have like 144 hertz monitor, so I couldn't take VSync off without the screen tearing. Like, every time when I'd move really fast.
Maybe it was 5 that I played a lot.
I don't know. 5 came out like a year or two ago, and you would have been definitely telling me if you were playing 5, because you would have been like, "Hey, Kosi, go get 5."
Definitely had Battlefield 1.
Okay, so you actually had Battlefield 1.
Yeah, I still have the disc. I think it's over there.
Okay. Yeah, I'd have to go re-download it. I'm pretty sure the servers are still up.
Battlefield 4 was on PlayStation 3.
3, yes.
And that's when I did 93R is like the best game gun in the game almost to be 93R and all. That's why I keep using those guns in any game that has them. I don't remember 5.
I remember I used to play this military game made by this Korean company called Nexon. It was called Combat Arms. And it was one of those free-to-play games, but you could like buy guns like for like real money. And like I had like the AUG, and like I did not like how the AUG shot in that game because it was like the kickback was ridiculous. You would shoot
AUG shooting the Cold War. It's 3 bullet bursts. Like
for the AUG?
Yeah.
That's a weird thing to make the AUG do.
Yeah.
The AUG in general is just a weird ass looking gun.
It is, but it's a great gun.
Yeah.
Apparently Battlefield 5 came out September 4th, 2018.
2018? I thought it was 2019. But yeah, people were dunking on that game. Like, it was like, oh, they're forcing like gender equality and like some bullshit, some crybaby bullshit.
I do not remember this game.
Yeah, it came out. People are like, oh, there weren't women fighting in World War One, which I'm pretty sure that's wrong. I'm pretty sure women were doing like some type of like, field op thing. Because I was saying women were doing that in World War II. World War II wasn't even that far away from World War One. All right, y'all. Sorry, we had like some phone calls we had to deal with. So, now we're back to it. So we were talking about Battlefield, but we ended up coming to like a new topic of discussion. It's about dark, what people consider dark humor, because there really is a difference between like dark humor and laughing at a situation that in a normal circumstance wouldn't be funny, and then just saying just offensive stuff. So I think and I said this before on a podcast, I think what made people not realize that is that we grew up with the South Park and Family Guy generation, so people think just saying just like offensive shit is funny. It's like, yeah, no, that's not funny. You saying just like a racial stereotype is not funny. You talking about, oh, no, blah, 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 women should stay, in the kitchen. It's like, that's not funny. Like, you actually have to make a setup. Like, you actually have to have a setup and like a good joke. Like, there's a funny joke that's about rednecks. It's about what do you call a redneck woman that can outrun her brothers? A virgin. So there's jokes like that, you know what I mean? Because you don't think about that.
That's terrible.
Yeah, see, I mean, I'm not saying it's like a safe for work, because I really don't like to get like too not safe for work myself. Like, I'll have my jokes every now and then, but like that's not it's a funny joke because it's a punchline you don't expect to hear. So like like I said, there's a difference between actually making like a funny setup that has like not safe for work elements in it.
Yeah.
But then just thinking that, oh, I said the N word, that's funny, right? It's like, nah, it's not funny that you said nigga, man. I'm like, you know, there's a really funny meme. It's like the scrawny like white kid. He said, "Yeah, I have a dark sense of humor," and like yeah, it's like in like asterisk racism. That's a really funny one. If I can find it, I'll post it. I'll post it up in the middle of the thing. But yeah, that's my take on it. Like there's like sometimes where people they might be acting a little too sensitive about something, but once again, we don't know people's like backgrounds and like because we could be knowing people for years and still not know stuff about them.
Yeah.
So like, and that's another thing too is that people need to learn and accept the fact when they fuck up, and they just need to apologize. That's another thing as well.
Yeah. I don't know. It's like I was saying while we were after the phone call. Everybody's line is different.
Yeah, that's another thing too.
Yeah, everybody's line is different, and then everybody has, well, with them all having a different line, there's different rules, and then everybody wants everybody to play to those rules, and then that just how do we come to a middle ground with that?
Well, that's the thing though, about life. You can't come to a middle ground. Like that's what I think a lot of centrist, just like even like in politics, just don't understand is like, they really think they're being centrist and trying to see both sides, and it's like you can't see both sides of something. Like there's a difference between, oh, I like playing Dragon Ball FighterZ. Well, I don't. Well, I think it's both fine that you don't like playing that game. There's a difference between, oh, I think people should be getting money during the pandemic, and then the other person's like, no, nobody should be getting anything from the government because you guys don't deserve handouts, even though that's the government's job to help people out during pandemics and stuff like that.
And we're handing out government money to them through
Yeah,
taxes.
exactly.
So why shouldn't we get our money back?
Exactly. And then there's like people like, oh, I see both sides. There's no seeing both sides of that. Like we're owed money. Like
yeah, I'm a pretty neutral guy, and I don't see both sides of that situation.
Yeah, but you see what I mean? Like I think some people try to act neutral to a fault. And like they think that they're coming out as the smart one, but one, I've always said these two things about neutral people who are like centrist is like either one, they're really like conservative or racist, but they're trying to hide it behind centrism, or two, they're not informed enough to make an opinion, but they try and stay they're in the middle so they can seem like they're not dumb. Like there's nothing wrong with being ignorant about something. Like I tell people that if you don't know something, just say you don't know it and then just learn from it. But some people, they don't like looking like idiots, and like
crazy part is you look like a bigger idiot.
Right? You look like a bigger idiot. You look like a bigger idiot when somebody notices like you don't know what you're talking about. I was like with Terry Crews. Terry Crews is online. He was saying like all this stuff like, oh, we need to love one each other, blah 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 blah. Like, bro, this is about like when the Black Lives Matter movement like blew up like crazy last year. It's like, bro, this is about police brutality. Like that's what the core of that movement is. Like it's not even like obviously it's about Black lives, but it's in general about how corrupt and like terrible the police system is in America at its core. And like he was trying to pull like that centrist stuff, and it's like, Terry, what are you talking about? Like, bro, like
this is bad.
Yeah, it's like just like people like with the whole police reform thing. Like people like, no, dude, like it's police reform. Like people just want all that money that people that goes into police departments and maybe
militarizing them.
Yeah, it should go into something else. Like I remember reading up somewhere that New York City, I think alone, NYPD, just New York City alone, has like I think like $4 or $5 billion in their thing, and it's like you can probably put that towards some other stuff. I'm pretty sure there's some stuff in New York that probably needs to be fixed up.
Especially since it's like, well, they had never cleaned the subways and stuff
until COVID, and somebody was like, bro, like these like everything actually looks clean.
That's crazy. It took a whole pandemic.
Yeah, but just me personally, I don't like cops, in my personal view, I feel like they're an unneeded part of society.
Mm.
But the thing is, for a lot of people, cops do function in some way for them.
Yeah.
So like nobody like a lot of people aren't trying to get rid of the cops with the police reform thing. It's just that they should be able to go through extra steps in order to become a cop. Like
Also, it's just like
people are just
this.
really bad at decision
I'm
making.
about to say this person's about to jump off of this building and kill themselves. Why are you calling police? Call the fucking therapist.
Or like the firefighters, you know, because the
Oh,
firefighters.
both,
Yeah,
but like you still need like a licensed therapist to be talking that person down off the limb.
yeah.
Like,
I think another thing too, which America does, man, this thing it got serious. But I think another thing that America does too is that they try and like they try and make like cops the heroes and everything, and I think that's why like people are like, oh, cops don't do anything wrong. What about what the other person did? It's because we've gone through like decades of like cops being like, oh, they're the good guys, you know, they're the guys, and, you know, they might have to get dirty, but they get the job done, you know, type of bullshit. So
I don't feel like nobody should be pulling rank over me unless it's a job. But when you pulling rank over me just because of my life, and you're gonna be believing the person wearing the blue outfit over me just because he's wearing a blue outfit, like, well, what if said officer was actually
yeah,
being racist
crooked
and
and wild, yeah, wild crooked cop.
profiling me or something like that? It's like, why? Especially in my case, it's like, why wouldn't you believe me, the person that have not ever gotten in trouble? And in cases for a lot of people, they've never been in trouble,
Yeah,
and this is their first offense. Probably not even really because somebody's just picking on them. It's like you can believe that everybody else not wearing the outfit can be shitty, but you can't believe that the people that swore oath can cannot be shitty.
like I said, it's just ingrained in our culture that cops can't do wrong. Like I said, it's just like I guess like a superhero syndrome or whatever. I don't know what to exactly call it, but it's like some type of like, you know, like mental thing. But yeah, that's basically my take on cops. I'm like, I've only met like a couple. I was like, okay, yeah, you guys seem cool, but like most of the time, I'm just like, I don't see the reason for you guys, because every time when I've had something happen to me and I've had cops that come by and like take a report, they never done anything. So it's like in my life, my lifetime,
No
cops have
cop
never,
has never helped you.
yeah, cops never been useful to me.
No. So far, I might have had one. Dealing with my ex. Yeah.
Oh wow, okay, that's some that's a off the camera thing. I don't want you to bring up your personal life like that.
It didn't bother me. I'm pretty. If you know me long enough, you know I'm pretty open book about things.
Do you want to talk about it?
I mean, she pulled a knife on me and called the cops.
Oh wow.
So when the cops actually got there, then it was a whole story about how I was trying to beat them and all this other stuff, which there's no marks on the lady or nothing. She's being hysterical. I'm being normal me, calm, collected. It was like, yeah, I don't believe none of the bullshit she's spewing. So in that case, yeah, the cops came by. You could tell the cops was cool. They actually listened to me. They didn't be like, oh, black man, woman, I know who's wrong here. They actually listened to both sides of the story. Saw that they were clearly out of their mind. I was like, yeah. I think they still asked me to like get my. I still had to leave, but whatever.
Well, I'm happy you weren't stabbed, bro.
I didn't plan on getting stabbed. And if I did get stabbed, yeah, that's the part of the conversation I won't go into.
Yeah, yeah. Let's not put anything on tape.
But yeah, I was like, it was crazy because it's like you called the cops, or did I call the cops? I think they called the cops.
Yeah.
Yeah, they called the cops and said I was doing all this thing. I was like, one, I had already called my cousin and his girlfriend to come over because I could tell that it was getting like sideways. So I called them to come over to give them my gun. So I had already had built uh,
A
uh
safety net for yourself in terms of like,
yeah,
yeah,
what do you call it? Alibi.
yeah, alibi. There you go.
So I'm like, I've already have all these things set in place. I'm like, one, you have recently got kicked out. I got you to sign your name off the lease. I'm like, I know you. I already have a case kind of built against you. So I don't. You saying all these things, and it's like you have no signs. I don't even have any signs of any like physical altercation.
Yeah.
So it's like, why are you lying? Just lying for no reason. So
What were they trying to? What were they trying to do? Trying to get back in the apartment or something?
they were already in the apartment. It was just one of those things. Crazy chick being mad about something. I can't remember exactly. Cause I think I was asleep at the time. It just snowballed into that situation.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Oh, I think they stole my PlayStation and controllers and wouldn't give it back. So I took their phone and it snowballed into like them threatening me as I had their phone,
Mm.
and then their friend on the other end of the phone threatening me while being 10 hours away. It's like, what are you gonna do to me while being 10 hours away? And then that's when they went and got the knife. I'm like, okay. If this is the way you choose to live your life right now,
Man, this is wild.
then
I was told you've told me like a couple of things like, yeah, my ex is like wild. I didn't know it was that bad. God. Yeah.
I must give too calm, assuring energy. So people, I don't know, for some reason, sometimes feel like they can bitch me out. But I'm like, I'm very cool. I am very good at keeping my shit together. Don't let this cool demeanor fool you. We can go to war.
Yeah, let's say I'll smack a bitch.
I won't.
What did
Unless my life is on line.
I was gonna say, what did Kendrick Lamar say? If I gotta smack a bitch, I'ma make it look sexy. If I gotta go hard on a bitch, I'ma make it look sexy. Like pull up, hop out, drop out, make it look sexy. No, don't sue me, Kendrick. Look, Aftermath Records, please don't sue me.
What music organization are they part of?
Oh, that's shady. That's Eminem's.
No, like who are they under? BMI, ASCAP.
Oh, you talking about like in terms of like the big three?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who Aftermath is under. I think Aftermath might be under Warner. So they're under Warner. Yeah, I think so.
I'll look it up. I have a harebrained scheme that if it can go the way that it probably can, we have a probably fairly easy way to make some money.
Okay, I like the sound of that. We sound like Ed and Eddie. Let's hope that we actually pull it off.
I would be the Ed type character, wouldn't I?
No, Ed is the tall dumb one.
Yeah, Eddie. I mean,
I guess I'd be like an odd mixture of Double D and Ed. Cause like I know a bunch of shit, but I be doing some dumb shit sometimes. I ain't gonna lie.
as long as you're not full Ed, never go full.
No, never full Ed.
Double D.
I like the way he used to run. He used to run like he had to like take like a really big shit. Like a shit that when you take it, like you're surprised like how big it is when it comes out. Like, man, I ate a lot. You ever like look at like a shit that you take and you just like, damn, I did that.
No.
You be feeling yourself?
I'd be like, oh my gosh, that felt great.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Like I did that.
I'm glad that demon was expunged from my bowels.
That is when it's crazy. The human body really is crazy like that. Like we're able to like eat food, literally get all the nutrients that we can out of it, and then our body goes like, the rest of this sucks, and just throws it away. That's crazy that our body can legit do that.
I'd be thinking the same way about all this stuff. I'm like, even the planet does that shit too.
Yeah, true. I'm still thinking, man, a dude like really ate a bat and made like a million people died from COVID. That's why.
Oh, I thought you was talking about Ozzy Osbourne.
No, yeah, Ozzy Osbourne is the cause behind COVID. That's the title. Ozzy Osbourne made COVID. That's I don't know. I might make that the title. And I feel like if I do, we're gonna get in trouble. But fuck it. He's gonna be like, "Who the fuck are these fucking people? What do you say?" Because that's what he sounds like. He was Young Thug before Young Thug, like making good music, but like you can't understand what the fuck he was saying.
Hey, calm down. It's dark humor. You don't get it.
Yeah, it's pretty dark, bro.
Which we went from dark humor all the way around trip to this.
Talking about being proud of the shits we take. That's our podcast, man. You just never know what the fuck we're gonna talk about next.
Yesterday's podcast was pretty wild too.
Yeah, when I hopped in, I had to, because I was like, Iron Man really wasn't like that popular of a character. People really need to realize that.
No. He didn't get popular until Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah. I was like, he was like a B tier superhero that blew up because
his
Marvel couldn't get Spider-Man.
Even his suit looked like trash, like back in the Gap.
He's had some pretty cool iterations of his his OG like colored suit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I don't know. I've just never been like a huge like Iron Man fan because I'm not a fan of like the super like rich like characters. Like the only one I'd probably fuck with is depending on who's writing him, T'Challa, Black Panther. And Bruce Wayne for the most part. Bruce Wayne, pretty cool. He's a pretty cool character.
I have no beef with T'Challa. I have no beef with Batman. I really don't have no beef with Iron Man, but he wasn't on my radar until the Marvel series movies.
Yeah, the MCU. Mm-hmm. And 22 because like people when you talk about Marvel, everybody thinks you're automatically talking about the movies, and it's like I'm not talking about the movies, bro.
That's the only thing that matters right now. That's why.
Yeah. But
at least to non-comic book readers, that's the only thing that matters right now.
Yeah, it's just because when they're talking about like who's better, DC or Marvel, I was like, honestly, all the comics that I've read personally, I like DC more because I feel like a lot of the writing that they've had, just not even like with the superheroes, but just like even like the other stuff, like the stuff that Alan Moore wrote, like back in the day, it was like amazing. Like Watchmen's fucking ridiculous. Like,
is what DC's like a little bit more mature with their writing.
I would say so, but Marvel's definitely had like they've definitely touched on like some like real subjects. Mm-hmm. Like I mean, everybody knows like the famous like X-Men is based off the civil rights movement. And the fact that Tony was a crippling alcoholic, like incredible alcoholic. Like Tony was like bad. He was, as they say now, down bad with the alcohol. But yeah, man, it's just I don't know. Like I like Marvel. I like Marvel's characters more. But like DC's like writing. DC's writing is much better than like a lot of like Marvel, like what Marvel does. Is Marvel is better at doing like spectacular stuff.
Yeah.
See that's what they excel at, and that's why the movies do so well. Is because they look nice. Like for the most part, I think a lot of the action scenes, most of them are pretty boring. But like they do like they look nice compared to like DC stuff where it kind of looks like this is kind of like boring looking. Like I didn't watch Wonder Woman. Oh, yeah.
I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, I haven't watched Wonder Woman 84, but like when they showed the trailers, I was like, bro, she's like lassoing lightning. Like what the fuck? But like when I saw like everybody reviewing it, they were like, bro, like DC's got to get that shit together. Like people were like, why are these movies like so mediocre? Like everybody that I knew was like, yeah, this is good. Even people who don't even like watch superhero movies, they were like, because I'm like I said, I don't watch superhero movies anyway, because I got burnt out on them. Like they're coming out all the time. And I was like, please chill. I can't take all this shit.
You're the nerd.
And it's been the decade of the fucking nerd. Because like it was like literally every year, like at least 2-3 movies would come out. I'd be like, this is too much. Like the only one I watched was Black Panther. I watched the first Spider-Man movie, the Tom Holland one, which I thought it was good. I think that's one of the better Spider-Man movies, to be honest with you.
I was okay with it.
I
just want them to stop starting over.
Well, I mean, there was a reason why there's been like 3 people that had taken over the mantle of Spider-Man.
I understand. I just want to Don't start over, please.
Well, Tom Holland's probably gonna be there for a good little while because Tom Holland's movies actually did well and they're actually decent.
And I'm like, I actually need this story to go further. Stop killing my bro, Uncle Ben. Stop killing that man. He's died too many times. Like, goddamn.
Stanley just pulls out a gun. Excelsior.
Goddamn. Can we get past Uncle Ben dying? We know he dies.
Well, I mean, you'd probably like the new movies because like they don't even talk about that shit. Like it's weird. They gave him Miles Morales' like life a little bit. Like he's kind of is like the way his life is kind of like based off of his because he has like like a chubby Asian best friend like Miles.
Yeah.
And he's like he's going to like some type of like boarding school thing like Miles.
Yeah, I saw Homecoming. That was Homecoming, right?
Yeah, it was Homecoming.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah,
it was good. I'm just ready. Like, Spider-Man has way more interesting villains than the 3 they keep showing.
Well, no, the Vulture. That was cool that they actually put the Vulture in Homecoming, and Mysterio was actually like a character in the next. I mean, in the second one.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm looking forward to? The Blade movie. I'm looking.
Who's
Mahershala Ali.
Okay.
Yeah, that the dude from like True Detective, and he's like he won like two Oscars in a row, like each year. Like he won an Oscar one year and he won an Oscar like the next year.
I was fucking like with the Wesley Snipes ones. I was fucking with those. So.
Oh, the first 2 Blade movies are great. The third one sucks, but like the first 2,
I still watch the third one just for funsies.
Oh, I was gonna say just for Triple H. But no, yeah, and people were like, it was just funny as hell because people were like, no, Wesley Snipes the only person who can be Blade and blah blah blah. I'm like, have you seen like Mahershala Ali like act? Like that man's an amazing actor. I'm pretty sure he can pull it off. He's a very fit person too. So
yeah, I don't really care who did it. I just want a really good Blade movie.
Yeah, no, like it just ties into that whole thing of people just being overly nostalgic and not accepting that somebody else can fucking play the character.
Yeah, I would have been happy with it being Wesley again because that's what I know and love. But if you got somebody that can be like match it or better it, then
yeah, people trying to act like Mahershala Ali was like some nobody. Like I said, this is a fucking 2-time Oscar winner. Like
that, and then like Wesley wasted all our time being in jail. We probably could have got another Blade movie, but he was in jail, so
it's crazy. You know it's crazy. Actually, Blade is what saved Marvel. Did you know that?
I think you did tell me.
Yeah, Blade saved Marvel, so Blade's actually a very important movie, like in like superhero cinema. He was actually probably like one of the first like comic book movies to like actually be like, yo, this is actually good. Other than like the Superman movies from like the late 70s and 80s are like really like I think people consider the first 2 or 3 good. I think they made like 5 of them, and people are like, okay, stop. Especially Supergirl is fucking garbage. Supergirl's really bad. The TV series is pretty ass too, but no, I'm talking about the movie from like the 80s. Like, nah, the Supergirl movie is like bad, like really bad. I've watched a little bit. That might be a bad movie night. Yeah, bad movie night in the Discord. It's like bad.
Okay. It's really bad.
But I remember when I got you to watch Catwoman. That was fun. Because your reaction, you were like, man, this is like really bad.
See, and it still was not bad. It's Samurai.
Oh no, it wasn't as bad as Samurai Cop from like a technical level. It's not.
That's still watchable.
I don't know. I think Samurai Cop's pretty.
That's because you have a affinity
for bad movies. I know.
Yeah, for me it's like
if you want to see like bad, there's a Captain America movie from like I think the 80s. That's it's bad. Like on a technical level, it's still like better than Samurai Cop, but it's still like, it's like a low budget like 80s movie. So it's like it hasn't aged well.
Samurai Cop's not this bad, but it's.
I think it shocked you. That's what it was. It just left such a lasting impression on you about how bad it was.
Yeah, it's like I said. I was about to say it's not this bad, but it's almost watching.
Like a shitty
elementary school.
Yeah, like a shitty like a shitty YouTube video like that like a person made like when they were like 12.
Yeah, that like you just said, like elementary or middle school play. Where
I hope those kids don't do what they were doing. In Samurai Cop, I'd be like, nope. Y'all going to jail.
If you were to give them a role like that, I feel like it'd be no different than these adults in this movie.
No, I'm talking about during like the certain
Yeah,
scenes.
I know,
Yeah.
but yeah, I'm excluding those. Like, if you were to give those lines to like 12, 13-year-olds, like, what?
Actually, there is a movie like that. It's called Hawk Jones, and it's like a buddy cop thing, and it's all kids, and
Mm,
it's bad.
it's bad.
It's bad. I can I've seen like clips of it. I've seen like a decent amount of the film, but like I can never find it like on streaming services. I think that might be something that I legit have to just go buy a DVD of.
Mm.
So, because I've been wanting to watch that movie for like years. That's like the one of the crown jewels that I'm trying to like grab.
And that's why those. I guess that's why people have. When you go to like these dollar stores, they have these dollar movies in the bin.
I fucking love those. Those ones
For
that they
people like you.
yeah like those like I legit have one that has like 50 like movies on it. Yeah, I got it from like FYE before they closed it down, and yeah, it was like 50 movies, and I'm pretty sure all of them are like public domain. It's just that the people they probably like bought the rights to them so they can make like cheap. They probably got them for like crazy cheap, probably like maybe a couple $100 at the most, and like they just put them on a compilation thing. It's just you can just watch it and just be amazed by like how bad like those movies are. See, that's something I feel like we could do for like a video like review thing. Just let's just like watching it and then like just like talking over it. Actually, thank you for giving me that idea. I think you just suffer. I think you just made yourself suffer even more now.
I'm suffering right now.
Yeah, just thinking about it.
Thinking about that. I'm just,
I didn't even think about that. You did that to yourself. Thanks, buddy.
like, I'm in here just dying right now. My head is just turtling in his brain, in my cabeza.
you're like a dry husk. It's like, hey, wake up!
Like this,
Hit your face to the screen. Wake up!
like, this sounds terrible for me, but also sounds like good content. But this is such.
Some of those movies are like the worst type of bad movie is the boring bad movie. Where it's like there's nothing going on. It's just like when it's just like when something's like so laughably like horribly made. That's a funny movie. Like I said, Steven Seagal is like laughably like fun bad. Where it's like it's so laughable that
you at least could tell what the plot is. And
yeah,
they were getting the plot accomplished.
Yeah,
sorta.
and then Samurai Cop is funny because on the technical level it's so terrible. Yeah. But like those movies where it's just like it's like bad, but it's not like bad to the point where you're kind of like laughing at it. You're just kind of like, what's going on? Like,
other thing about Samurai Cop, I couldn't do this because I wouldn't want to, but I feel like it'd be good content. Just take bad movies and re-edit them and see if you can make them into better movies.
Samurai Cop would take a while. Samurai Cop, you would have to like have like a good, I think, knowledge of like After Effects and shit to actually make that look different. And then you'd have to use something like DaVinci Resolve to like color grade it to where at least all the film stocks look somewhat similar. Because
if some people were like up to like a challenge like that, I feel like that'd be some cool content.
somebody's done that before. It's there's like this really really infamously bad movie called Manos: The Hands of Fate, and like somebody like upscaled it to like 4K, and like it looked like really high quality. I don't know how they got like the film negatives or whatever. They probably just got like a really like well made copy of it.
Yeah.
And like they bumped it up to 4K and it looked good. So Manos: The Hands of Fate, I think that's a movie I want to show you.
But I'm even talking about besides upscaling it. I'm also talking about like
like straight up like reshooting it and editing it.
Well, yeah, just like cutting shit like this made the movie flow stupid. So I'm cutting this and moving this here, or I'm taking it out and basically just.
I'm 100% sure there's somebody.
Chopping this up to be a whole different film.
Yeah. It's like a brand new cut of it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's like 100% somebody out there who does that. Tries to make stuff like at least like somewhat decent. But I think Samurai Cop is just one of those movies where that wouldn't work because it's just so poorly made.
Probably, but it'd be nice for somebody to take the whack at it.
But no,
I rewatch it and somebody to be like, oh yeah, I made it. I tried to make it better, and then I'll sit down like, well, let's see.
But no, I think we could definitely do that though. Like get one. Like I said, I have that DVD collection. Just pop it into like PS4, PS5. Just watch it, and like we can just record like the whole thing, like no editing whatsoever, and like just record us just like watching and just making fun of it.
Why?
We won't do it often. Don't worry. I won't. I won't torture you that much.
It's whatever. We need more content on the YouTube page.
The thing is that
it's a good idea. It's just one of those things. It's like this good idea is gonna make me hurt.
I don't know what we would call it. I guess Lazy and Kosi at the movies or something like that.
God, this shit is terrible. That's what we call it.
Terrible. I was gonna say terrible theater, but now it doesn't. That doesn't flow together.
Terrible
We'll think of something. We'll think of some name. I was gonna say bad movie beat down, but that's 100% a thing.
Like roast me, bad movie edition.
Boy, if you don't get with that terrible Edno looking ugly ass boy out of fucking focus ass boy.
Little finger in the camera.
You need to see. Have you watched Dolomite? Have you ever watched like original Dolomite?
Maybe.
You need to watch Dolomite. Rudy Ray Moore shit is so good because of how like low budget it is. But Rudy Ray Moore himself is just so fucking funny that it's like a mixture of like, is this like a good movie because of Rudy Ray Moore, or is it a good movie because it's so poorly made? Like Rudy Ray Moore was just like that. Because like I said, Rudy Ray Moore at his heart was a comedian. So you know he'd be saying like some funny ass shit in the mic, but like the fucking boom mic would be like almost hitting his fucking afro while he was talking, and like it made it funny, like it made it like funny in two different layers. Like Black Dynamite is like straight up based off of Dolomite. Like Black Dynamite's so good. I really wish they finally made like that spiritual successor that they wanted to do, but it was like in the Old West. Like, man, that would have been so great. I'm so sad that they never got around to doing it. They never got like, I think they were doing it like on Indiegogo. I don't think it hit a goal. I don't think it hit its goal, which is ridiculous because you think people would be like, yeah, it's fucking like Black Dynamite sequel.
Checked it. When I was in Full Sail, people I had associates of mine was telling me I should look into it, but I was like, oh no.
Black Dynamite's good.
I've had nobody tell me otherwise. I just saw the trailer. I was like, I think this is gonna be something I'm not gonna enjoy, so I never tried it.
I guess you gotta be built a certain type of way.
Not built for it.
You know, we need to watch Blackula and Blackenstein. That stuff I grew up with. My mom put me onto bad cinema pretty early.
Bad black horror.
Yeah, like bad cinema in general. Like there's like this really bad movie called Frogs. This is like that era of like horror movies where they wanted to get like people like afraid of animals because like Jaws did so well. So everybody's like, fuck it, throw everything at the wall. Frogs, like there's one thing called Night of the Lepus, which is like giant fucking rabbits that's there. And like, so yeah, like Frogs is like in like this like Louisiana like plantation like townhouse, and bro, it is so bad. Like there's like a part like where this lady's like arm, like apparently the frogs eat her, and like it's just regular frogs. It's not even like large frogs. It's just regular frogs, and like there's like a frog ate her, and like you can tell it's like a mannequin hand, and like the frogs got like it was probably like a Barbie hand or whatever, and like the frogs got like the Barbie hand in its mouth. I was like, my God.
More and more we talk about things like this, the more and more I'm like, I'm going to find out how these people get, even though they be low budget, how these people get funding.
They probably know rich friends or are rich.
Either way, find it out, and to prove myself wrong or right, we're gonna end up making a movie.
I personally don't want to make a movie, but okay, because I don't feel like having to like shoot stuff and then remember what sequence is supposed to go in. I'll be like, look, I'll be an actor. Somebody else can shoot it.
That's still part of making a movie.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'll try and remember my lines. I don't want to shoot and edit
it. I'm not saying. I just want to prove or disprove to myself that
you can make something good.
At least better than Samurai Cop. It don't even have to be like a whole like hour and a half type thing. It could be like a 30-minute like.
Oh, like short film. Okay, I got you. But yeah, I'm gonna see where that collection is because I know it's somewhere in my house. But I'm gonna find out that 50 movie collection.
You've never looked into it yet?
No, I watched a couple things off it, But like, yeah, and then I'll bring it over like one day. Shit, we can probably do this Saturday, like record something. Because I was like, I'm off Saturday and Sunday.
I don't. As of right now, I don't have anything. And I went to Dollar Tree the other day. I was like, they got movies in here. I was like, I didn't even look at them. I was like, let me
Yeah,
get out
he was
of
like,
here.
he's like, Samurai Cop. He's like, now Samurai Cop is one of those movies where you're not gonna find it at a Dollar Tree because it's like so legendary bad that it's got like a name to sell off itself. But like,
I had to clutch my pearls when I saw those those movies at the Dollar Tree. I was like, oh shit, let me get out of here.
um, Dollar Tree is weird as fuck, bro. Not the Dollar Tree, but like the Dollar General is like weird as shit. Cause the one near my house, like I would find like full like DVD collections and stuff. Like my brother found like all of Hey Arnold there. I think it was all.
That's something I actually would have bought.
Yeah, and like do you remember Duckman? From like it used to come on USA. It's kind of like it's kind of like a cult like it's kind of like a cult classic now. But they had like the full series of that just there. Like my brother found this one anime done by the guy who created Akira. It was like an animated movie. It was called Steam Boy. He found like a collector's edition of Steam Boy there. It's like, what the fuck is up? Like I was like, how are you finding all this? And like when I went to the fucking Family Dollar one time, I saw Titanfall 2, the video game. It was like $5. And I was like, but it was on Xbox. It was on Xbox One. I don't have Xbox One.
They pulled it out of landfill.
People play that game, goddamn.
No, I just mean like these hidden gems, or because they haven't been marketed, they just probably pulling that shit out of landfill.
Just dust them off.
Yeah, they're just going to like some auction where like Walmart and Target and all these other companies, they didn't want it no more. There's probably some kind of crazy ass auction where you can pay $1,000 and just get whatever's in this fucking shipping container, and then they just like, oh well,
Just send it off to all the stores.
yeah, spread that shit out, put it and just ship it off to all these other.
Yeah, because eventually somebody's gonna buy it. Because I'm gonna be like, oh shit, they got blah blah blah. But yeah, you'd be surprised. Like you can find some decent stuff at the dollar store when it comes to movies.
I wouldn't know. Every time I see movies in a place where I feel like there shouldn't be movies,
You
I
get
just keep
scared.
moving.
Yeah, you're like these are probably like really bad.
That's my skepticism. Sometimes I've had like times where I'm like morbidly curious about maybe going over there and purchasing something that I haven't seen before or heard of. And I'm like,
I wanna buy one of those like really bad like religious like Christian movies because those are always funny as fuck.
toe apart, pull beat me.
But no, like seriously, like some of those are like really just like knockoffs of like some other movie is simply like, oh, love Jesus. That's it. Like there's literally one, I forget what the hell it's called. I think it's The Road Redemption. It sounds like The Raid Redemption, but that's a good movie. Watch The Raid Redemption. That's a very good movie. But I think it's like The Road Redemption. It's basically just like Mad Max, except with they put like a Jesus element into it. And it's like this kind of sucks.
I'll just stick to the Book of Eli.
I spoiled the Book of Eli to my mom. One time, she got so pissed. I was like, ooh, what am I playing with, Mom? And she was like, The Blinds. And she was like, son of a bitch. I remember people calling it Fallout the movie. I was like, I don't
Not really.
know. It's more like not even Mad Max, because Mad Max it's just a post-apocalyptic movie. But it's funny because Mad Max, people think Mad Max is gonna be like the super big like action-filled like thing, which there is action in Mad Max movies. But the thing is that people think Max himself is just gonna go around like killing people and like fucking like oh, but I'll see, I'm killing everybody. Like no, it's like Mad Max is just there. He's our Arthur Avatar into that world. So like he doesn't speak like a lot. And you just find out about like other people's like problems like in the town that he's in, like settling in for the time being. It's kind of like that movie I was watching on HBO Max one day, Yojimbo. It's kind of like that. Yeah, that's another really really great movie.
Yeah, I have a friend that goes by that as his company or something like that.
Okay.
And then now hearing about his movie, I'm like, oh, okay, that's where the name came from.
Yojimbo is good. Yojimbo is. You remember those Clint Eastwood movies in the '60s where he's like that nameless like gunman?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, it's called the Dallas trilogy.
Yeah,
and really good movies, but it's literally like Italians just like ripped off of Akira Kurosawa. Like that's literally what it is. They literally ripped off Akira Kurosawa. He was like, he literally, because I was looking up on Wikipedia, he was like, yeah, it's a really good movie, but they just took my script. They literally took my ideas and they just made it, instead of samurai, it's cowboys.
Star Wars.
Star Wars and Lion King are nothing like each other. What are you
No,
talking?
I'm just saying.
Oh,
Like, there's always a remix to something.
yeah, because I was gonna say Lion King definitely ripped off of like Kimba, no, yeah, Kimba the White Lion or Simba. I forget. No, yeah, it's called Kimba the White Lion. It's like very similar to it in terms of like the kid the kid's like dad dies, stuff like that. It's like ridiculous. It's like, bro, you couldn't even call him anything else. You had to call him Simba.
Simba.
Yeah, Kimba the White Lion. Yeah, it's made by the same dude who did Astro Boy. Made by the same guy. Yeah.
Okay. He probably was pissed.
He's like, man, what the fuck? And he just died. Man, these motherfuckers.
The industry for you.
Yeah. And much like the industry, this is the end of it. All right, y'all. So thank you for watching Lazy and Kosi episode 17. We went through a couple things. Some stuff's probably definitely getting edited out. I might edit out like the more serious parts of the discussion. Might not, but who knows?
I hope today I didn't say anything that was too.
Nah, you didn't say. I definitely edited that part out of the last episode we recorded. I was like, I want to keep that in because it was like a good discussion around that after. But I was like, nah, I don't want to, because I don't want I don't want you to like somebody watch it and then they start, these guys are fucking assholes. Don't buy from them. And I'm like, we don't need any heat. But
I don't know.
anyway, all right, y'all. We'll see you later.
Maybe Saturday. Well, we'll probably see each other Saturday, which means you'll have another video maybe sometime late next week.
Yeah, honestly, we could just like straight up just like live stream it because we're not gonna get DMCA. Like most of those things are like DCMA or whatever, Devil May Cry. I don't know, but we're not. I don't think we should really get in trouble. Because like I said, they're gonna be like
I saw somebody. They had people on there just straight up watching YouTube videos. I'm like, okay.
We were watching YouTube videos on ours too. I think it was because we were watching like stuff from like animes that are like really popular.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's why some of our stuff in our live, like I think it was like our it was a Thanksgiving live stream.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's why we got in trouble with stuff.
I don't know, because it was some guys watching a guy watching 89 South show. And I'm like, okay.
But yeah, by the time this goes up, we might have already done like the stream of us like, making fun of like something live. So yeah.
Get Juan in there.
Oh yeah. I think Juan's gonna be my bad movie buddy. Because we were watching Evil Dead, which Evil Dead's not even like
I wanted to watch that.
Yeah, Evil Dead's night. Yeah, we were
I'm sad I missed it.
Yeah, I can just replay it. I can replay it. But Evil Dead, yeah, it's not even like a bad movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely like it's an independent movie.
Yeah.
But like for what it was, like it was really good. I mean, it's a cult classic now. Like everybody knows about Evil Dead if you know about horror. But
I've never seen it, so that's another reason why I was like, oh man, I got to do whatever I had to do at the time.
Yeah, but I want to put on the remake. The remake is great. Like the remake, I think is one of the few times where the remake is actually better than the original. And I was telling
first one first, and then
I would say honestly watch the original trilogy, then go watch the remake, and if you want to, you can watch Ash vs. Evil Dead, which was like the TV show they had on a couple while. Because remember when I just started like helping you out, I was like watching it like in the old location.
I think so.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that was the movie. I mean the show. But yeah, the show's good too. Like everything from Evil Dead has like been pretty good in terms of like the cinema side. Like they made video games that haven't been that great. But they're actually making an Evil Dead game. They're making another one. I think it's gonna be like a zombie like horde survival game. And like the little bit they showed of it looked good. So hopefully it's good.
I feel like we've gotten to a point where games should at least come out. Like I feel like I've been doing it a while. That most games should at least come out decent.
Yeah, but you'd be surprised, man. Oh, you talking about looks wise? Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
No, I mean like even mechanics wise. Like people have been doing this for a while.
Yeah,
you should at least be able to make a 5.
Well,
out of 10.
Well, but when Samurai Cop came out, people have been doing filmed since like the early 1900s, and that was made sometime in the 80s. So they had like 70 plus years to get it right.
I feel like that was like some kind of teenage director.
It
First
wasn't. It
time.
wasn't. It was some. It was some. I think I read his name. I saw his name. I think it might be
Check
some.
his IQ.
Yeah,
He had an IQ
I
for
think no.
teenage.
I was gonna say he was just some grown dude from like probably like a Middle Eastern country. You know what I mean? He was probably just like I said, he's probably just like, oh, America, baseball, apple pie, like one of those guys. Hamburger, McDonald's.
Somebody that's heard about the culture but hasn't even learned English all the way yet.
Yeah, I was talking to actually a couple years ago. I was talking to Herbert about something like that. He was like, "Yeah, man, I know like these dudes from like online. Anything like America's like really like the shit." And I was like, "No, we got problems here. A lot of them. I think a lot of people realize that when they come here too. It's like, it's not as good as we thought it would be. So don't believe the hype.
I think a lot of people still be like, it's not as what I thought it was, but it's still better.
Yeah, but it's funny too when you tell people, yeah, I don't really like where America's been and how it's going, and they said, if you don't like it, then get out. Give me the money. That's why I used to always tell people, give me the money. Give the money to get out, and then I'll leave.
Probably been gone. Especially if I could hijack my whole family. Cause that's like the main thing that would make me not leave. Like I don't mind being on the other side of the globe for my family. Well, not on the other side of the globe. I don't mind being in Florida while they in Louisiana.
Yeah, Louisiana.
But me to be like in Japan and they still in the States, I'm like, I don't know.
See, I wouldn't even want to live in Japan. I don't know where I would want to go because I haven't been outside the country. So
I was talking to one of Godric's friends. And he's like, it's so cheap to live in Thailand. I'm like,
oh, I'm pretty sure.
So I'm like, man, I'd probably go there just because I probably enjoy the food. For one,
Thai food is great.
Yeah, we love Thai food, and then to everything to be so darn cheap.
Like move your company there and then just do stuff over there.
Couldn't even the stuff's so cheap over there. You couldn't even move. Like really, like what we do probably would not be worth doing. It'd be better for me to sell everything here, move over here, move over there, rebuy it, pay people the wage that you can charge, maybe a little bit more, a livable wage over there.
Yeah,
and then find people over here to sell it to, because it'd be so damn cheap to produce it.
Yeah, a sweatshop. Yeah, you literally just said a sweatshop.
I said pay them livable wage.
No, you said sweatshop. No, I heard the livable wage part. I just wanted to do that. I just wanted to do that for comedy's sake. That's just a sweatshop with extra stops.
I mean, I'll put a fan on.
Oh, no, please. Oh, God. See, there we go. There goes the thing you weren't supposed to say. You got to do that at least once an episode.
You fished it out of me.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just giving you what you wanted.
Yeah, I'm an enabler. But all right, y'all. We'll talk to y'all later. Thank you for watching episode 17. But all right, y'all. See you.